Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So first of all, we have completed these two mm, courses which are zero credit courses. Here is written over here that it requires zero credit to begin. So if you didn't have any credits, that's why we were asked to complete these steps, and then it would take 8 to 10 business days to get the uh, credits. And if you haven't got any credits, you just have to follow these simple steps. I might have mentioned them in the first video, and here are the claiming steps and all. So you should have claimed the credits till now, and after that, now we are going for the third course, which is develop Gen AI apps with Gemini and Streamlit. So let's begin it. Before starting this course, I would like to just tell you that here you might before starting this course that this is a long course, like 5 hours 45 minutes, and it is an intermediate level. I don't know how it's showing 20% complete. I haven't started it yet, but somehow we might have completed this part in any previous course, and it might be the same in this, so might be the issue. Let's see when we come to this. But before starting, I also want to tell you that the videos are going to be again a bit lengthy, not like the previous course, which was our Gemini and Imagen. There were 15 minutes were given for the lab itself, so it was a short lab. But these are going to be longer labs, and videos are going to be a bit lengthy. Also, in previous courses there were three modules, and fourth one would be the challenge lab. In this we have 4 modules, and fifth is the challenge lab. So one lab is extra over here. So just want to give a brief introduction about this, and let's just start with getting started with Gemini API in Vertex AI with cURL. Without any further ado, just click on Start Lab. Alright, over here, when you just click on Start Lab, it will cost you 5 credits, and I have already wasted my 5 credits, so I don't have any lab token right now. I'll just see to it that how can I get this. If we get this, then we don't have to pay any credits, but for now we'll just launch with 5 credits. Alright. Alright, then this is like just the prompt AI Vertex lab, similar to that. We just have to right click on the console and open link in incognito window. It will open with the credentials given. If it asks for sign in, then you just have to copy paste the credentials. Click on I understand. It will take few seconds to load. After that, it will show some kind of interface like this, and you just have to click I agree and continue. Alright, after that, let's see. Open the notebook and Vertex AI Workbench. So over here we have just to go to navigation menu, Vertex AI and Workbench. So here is the Vertex AI. In the notebook section there is Workbench. So click on it. It will load in a few seconds. Alright, it's loaded. Click on Open Jupyter Lab. Till it's opening, there is a note given. If you do not see the notebooks in Jupyter Lab, please follow these additional steps to reset the instance. It means that you might not see this lab. Some might see an error, not find this lab, like I did. Their instance name was there and Open Jupyter Lab button was there, but some might not see that. Some might face an error for that. So you have to just follow these steps. Close the browser tab for Jupyter Lab. Alright, and return to the Workbench homepage. So you have to return to the Workbench homepage. and then select checkbox next to instance name and click restart. So you might not see the open Jupyter Lab button, so you have to somehow okay, over here you have to just click on the checkbox and just click over here to restart if you don't see this open Jupyter Lab button. Otherwise you guys are fine. Alright. Then next is to set up the notebook. Open intro Gemini curl file. Alright. So let's go over here. We got the intro Gemini curl file. It's version 2.0. Select kernel dialog. Please select Python 3. Alright. We have already selected Python 3. It's default. Click on select. And then go through the first import the libraries. For project ID use this, and for location use the given locations for you. Alright, where is the import? Okay, here we are going to import. You can just click shift enter. Alright, it's imported. Then we are going to restart our current runtime. Alright, click on OK. Then just come down over here. Just run the notebooks, run the cells in the notebook. And over here, when you come across this, you just have to paste your project ID, which is given over here. Just paste it over here, and location is mentioned. Project ID and location is mentioned over here as well, so you can just paste it, copy paste. Alright, then run the cell. It will run successfully. Here, if the number occurs, then it has executed successfully. Over here, we are using Gemini 2.0 Flash model. Alright, so this is how we code. We have given a model ID, which is Gemini 2.0 Flash. We have given an API host. For that, we have selected location, which is stored in the location variable, which is US West. Alright, then AI platform.googleapis.com. So it will automatically go to that server to host the API. And these are a few environment setups which we are going to do. After running this, we are going to generate some text. To generate text, the generate content method can handle a wide variety of use cases. Okay, we are going to use generate content method, and including multi-turn chat and multimodal input depending on what the underlying model supports. In this example, you will send a text prompt and request the model to respond in a text. So what are we going to do over here? We're going to use this method, generate content, and we are going to send a text prompt and request the model to respond in a text. So this is what we are doing. A response modality is given as text. And what is our prompt? Why sky is blue? Our role is user. So this is basically our our use case, we can say, or these contents. This is how you have to just give the model the details of what it has to do. It will take a few minutes to execute. After it executes, see, the model has written with the text format that the sky is blue because of the phenomena, and it has given us a entire explanation of why the sky is blue. Alright, now we come to streaming. So the Gemini API provides a streaming response mechanism. With this approach, you don't need to wait for the complete response. You can start processing fragments as soon as they are accessible. Means, let's just try. Similar thing is that we have just changed the method with stream generate content, and same question is there, but over here just a few changes. We are not giving this part, and we'll just run it. It will take again a few seconds, but if you see that uh, the sky is blue due to phenomenon called. So now you can see that over here it gave us a response in a proper paragraph manner, like it is in line, straight line, then these are the paragraphs. It is in a format, a proper format we can say. But over here in streaming, it is just selecting words in a sequence and then just pasting them. Like first it got the sky, then sky is blue, then due to the phenomena called, and then it is selecting words one by one and then just pasting them down. So that is why the sequence you can see is a bit weird over here. That is because of the streaming. So uh, when sometimes you need an approach like this, then we use the streaming method. Otherwise, we just use the generate content method. Alright, now the model parameters. Every prompt you send to the model includes parameter values that control how the model generates a response. This model can generate different results for different parameter values. You can experiment with the different model parameters to see how the result changes. Alright, so over here we have given these the generation config is a method, and we are giving it a these are the parameters we are giving to this model. What is the temperature, top P, top K. I have explained this in the first course, which was prompt design with Vertex AI. In this it all was explained, so if you haven't watched that course, please do watch it. All right. uh, so if you want to play with this, you can just change the numbers here, and then you can run again and again to find what's the difference between the outputs. All right. Over here the safety settings are also there. The harm category is sexually explicit, and threshold block low and above. So we are giving some categories to safety settings that you shouldn't access this. Like we are asking the model not to go in these categories, not to harm the category, not to sexually exploit the category. Then threshold is given block low and above. There are few criterias for this. I might have just lost that page, I couldn't find it, but it's Vertex AI. There's one page for this. You can just search for it, that Vertex AI safety settings and categories and all. You'll find the meaning of all these things. All right. For what was the prompt? It was tell me a story. We just gave tell me a story, and it has given us a something story. If you have time, you'll just read it, and if you have time, just try to change these parameters and find that you will just get it, that what different it is making. Like obviously it will make a different story every time. I hope it makes a different story every time. Max output tokens are 2048, so it is using maximum these much tokens to generate words. If you reduce them, you will get a short story. If you increase them, you will get a long story. All right. And I also explained these things in the previous course, which I already mentioned. So just watch it and you will just get to know what these things mean. Alright, now let's get to the chat. The Gemini API supports natural multi-tone conversation and is ideal for text tasks that require back and forth interactions. Specify the rule field only if the content represents a turn in a conversation. You can set role to one of the following values: user and model. So you can just have two roles. One can be user and one can be a model. And this is a multi-turn conversation, like two people are like how you chat with a chatbot. This is basically you are giving it an example. Alright, so this is like user is telling hello, model is saying hello, I'm glad you could both make it. Okay. Then user is saying, so what is the first order of business? And then so the model got to know that how the text or how the style the user needs to talk with. So this is basically the entire setup, and got to know that this is how it's going to work. And first we have a conversation already done, which is hello, and the model has already responded to it, hello, I'm glad you could both make it, which is weird and why it's saying both, but let's see. Alright, since I don't have any pre-programmed instructions or knowledge of any specific agenda, first order of business is whatever you want it to be. Alright, so because we have just started the conversation with hello and just asked us to do first order of business, it doesn't have any idea, it doesn't have any context. But if we just give it a context, or like what is the first order of business, we just tell it with user, and again, instead of this, we just change the prompt and give it an idea of what exactly we want to know, and then ask a question about it, then it will definitely give us the answer. But over here, suddenly when you ask any LLM, whether it be Gemini or whether it be Cloud, whether it be um chat GPT, anything, it won't have any predefined uh, context of anything. If you suddenly ask to it, you have to give them a context to it, right? So this is one thing. Now function calling is a method, like how we let's create a description of a function in their code, then pass the description to a language model in a request. This sim- this sample is an example of passing in a description of a function that returns information about where a movie is playing. Several functions declarations are included in the request, such as find movies, find theaters. Alright, so here is the function declaration. We are using a function name is find movies. We have given a description of it to find the titles currently playing in the theaters based on any description, genre, title, title words, etc. Then we are giving some parameters, again a description. We are giving parameters, property, location, description, and these are two functions we are calling. Another function name is find theaters. Then there is get show times. These are three functions we are calling. So these functions are already defined somewhere else. All right. So when we are given the text, which is which theater in Mount Valley View show Barbie movie, then it will have to use these tools, which are these functions. Okay. Now let's just uh, run it, and it used find theaters, movie Barbie, and location Mount View. So what exactly we did was we use a function called method, and obviously it requires these things. So we didn't use get show time somehow, but um, which theaters in Mount Valley show Barbie movie. So it should have given some theater names. But these functions are created in such a way that it will just give you the name of function which we are using for that kind of question. Like for this prompt, we are using function find theaters, not find movie, because which theaters is asked. So we are using theaters. And what parameters we are using, which is movie name, and required is location. So it is just giving an output of that these are the arguments we are using. it should actually give the output of the theaters, but these functions are constructed in such a way that it won't give the output of theaters. You can just try with different text prompts, so you will get access to all the functions. Like you can call the functions, like instead of uh, asking which theater, you can ask which movie is shown in this city or in this theater, or you can ask the show time. Like in the question, you have to just ask these specific things, and it will show the function you're calling. That is the thing which we are doing over here. That is what function calling over here is mentioned. Alright. Multimodal input. Gemini is a modal model that supports adding image and video in a text or chat prompts for text response. So download an image from Google storage. So let's just do this. Run these cells, don't need to worry about anything. Alright. It has downloaded the image. You don't have to code anything about it. If you are just bored of understanding it, just uh, somewhere it is an option of running all the cells. uh, I don't know where the option is, but there's an option of running all cells, so you can just select that option, or like run all the cells over here. I don't know where the option is, so sorry for that. But there is somewhere an option of run all the cells, or you can just click shift enter, shift enter, shift enter, and you will just end up running all the cells at the end. All right. Wherever we like downloaded the image, now generate text from a local image. So specify the base 64 encoding of the image or video to include inline prompt and the mime type field. The supported mime types for image includes image slash png and image slash jpeg. So these are two types which are supported right now. PNG and jpeg image are supported. So we have downloaded the image, and not literally downloaded, we have just downloaded this cactus cat on snow or something image. And now we are just going to generate text from that local image. Alright, just run this cell and we'll find out that yes, this is a cat. It appears to be a tabby cat. So first, this is the prompt. Before that, we are just giving it the encode image data in base 64. So till here, I guess it should be, I don't know. Okay, so I think it should be if, but fine, it's not showing any error. So over here, this is just part of encoding the image into the base 64, and over here we are giving the model, which is we are using this method, and just role is there, and the text is it a cat, and we are storing it in a data, and mime type is image slash jpeg. All right, and when we run this we got to know that it is a cat and it appears to be a tabby cat. If you don't know what a tabby cat is, then just Google it. Alright, then generate text from an image on Google Cloud storage. So specify the cloud storage URL to include in the prompt. The bucket that shows the file must be in a same Google Cloud project that's sending the request. You must also specify MIME type field. The supported image MIME type includes image, PNG, and JPEG. Okay. So over here we have to authenticate and authenticate the Google Cloud, and we're just asking it to describe the image, and we have given the URL of the image which we just downloaded over here. So this is the URL, and these are the parameters for the model. You can change them according to your need. Alright, and again, safety settings are also there. You can change them as well. And here's the description of the image. Overall impression: image showing a tabby cat standing in a snowy environment. Alright, the cat details are there, background details are there, and overall tone of the image is also there. If you have time, you will just read it. Generate text from a video. Specify the cloud storage URL of the video to include in the prompt. Similar to the image, we are just going to specify the cloud storage URL of the video. The bucket that stores the file must be in the same cloud project. Okay. Uh, these instructions are when you're actually trying it in person, like when you're actually trying it instead of just running these cells, when you're actually just trying to do it in the cloud. So in the same bucket, it, the bucket that stores the file must be in the same Google Cloud project that's sending the request. Okay, so these are the things which you need to know if you are actually performing them without just running these cells, because this environment is already made up. So these are basically a lab, so it has already done these things, so we just have to run it over here. But in reality, you will have to set up these things. And by the way, when we downloaded the image, we got it over here. If you want to see that, this is the image of the cat, which is a tabby cat, if you didn't know. And background is a snow, so she's in snow basically. All right, and now it's time for video. Yeah, I'm giving it a URL of the. Okay, we have given a GitHub repo URL, and the video is in MP4 format. And the text will answer the following questions using the video only. What is the profession of the main person? What is the main feature of phone highlighter? Which city was this recorded in? I guess we have used this video in the prompt Vertex AI already. So, and they have few images and videos only, so they are just using that. And it has answered it easily, like profession is this, main phone is this, main phone features highlighted, and city is this. Now control generation. Control generation allows you to define a response schema to specify the structure of a model's output, the field names, and the expected data type for each field. So just run it. List few popular cookie recipes. Chocolate chip cookie. So what are we doing over here is that using application.json, and the response schema which we are using is that recipe name should be in a type and string. We just ask it, we have just given it a format for this, and we are using application/json file. That is why we just got one response. Then search as a tool. Using grounding with Google search, you can improve the accuracy and recency of responses from the model. Starting with Gemini 2.0, Google search is available as a tool. This means that the model can decide when to use Google search. Alright. So what is the weather today in San Jose, CA? And we have asked to use Google search instead of Gemini 2.0. We are just giving tool, and response modality is text. And let's see, we are using grounding method, which so it has given us a URL of the weather, where we can find the weather in Joe CA US. The title is also here, and the domain is google.com. Alright. Now the code execution is a part, and this will be the end of the notebook. So the Gemini API code execution feature enables the model to generate and run Python code and learn iteratively from results until it arrives at a final output. So what are we doing over here? Again, we are just giving it a text prompt, which is calculate 20th Fibonacci number, then find the nearest palindrome to it. Alright, using the tool as code execution. So we'll just run it, and so it is executing the code over here. See, the code is defined. First it has just given a text that okay, I can help you with that. First I'll calculate 20th Fibonacci number, then I'll find the nearest palindrome. So over here it's using Python to code. This is the code. The outcome is okay. Fibonacci of 20th is this number. Then the text is 20. This is the output for the 20th Fibonacci. And the closest palindrome smaller than this would likely be this 67th. So possible palindrome is 6776. The closest palindrome larger than this would be likely to starting with 67. So another possible palindrome is 6886. Let's compute different. And again it's coding with Python, and it has calculated basic palindromes, might be this or that. So it created another function for it, and the difference between this is 11, first palindrome is 11 and second palindrome is 121. So therefore the nearest palindrome which we find is 6776. So basically when you give the code execution part, it will execute it in a coded format. First it will run a code, it will show you the code, and also it will explain you what it's doing and why it's doing that. All right, let's get back to the manual. We have set up the notebook, used this, click on check my progress, generate text from the text prompt. For this you just have to run all the completely run the entire notebook, and you will be getting all the green text for this lab. It's just simple. For other labs also I think that will be the case, but I'll just create the videos for them as well. That's it guys. Before closing, just close the incognito window, and then you can just end the lab. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you like this video. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you.